Hmm? Oh, hey. I'm just here admiring the whiteness. Yeah, real pretty. But anyway, I think I've had my fair share of weird school stories, so let's talk about them. By the way, for the remainder of this video, no names of any of the students or teachers will be named to protect their identity, of course. Okay, now back to the video. I think I was in first grade when this happened. It was pretty wild. So, our teacher, for this video, let's just call her Miss Disapiro because she was never there. Now, I gotta give her the benefit of the doubt, knowing, I didn't know why, so I can't really judge her, but, still, come on. We'd have substitute teachers, 90% of the year. 90%, because she wasn't even there. One thing I did forget to mention on purpose is that we had to wear a school uniform. See, we had to wear, it was a navy blue shirt it was a collar, and khaki pants. If you haven't noticed already, I was at a private school. For all of you that don't know what a private school is, it's a school that isn't funded by the government. For a much broader definition, it basically means you're going to have the same people in your class most of your school days. This basically means that if you have beef with someone, you're stuck with them for 12 years of school. Other crazy thing that happened, I think it was in 3rd or 4th grade, and all of the boys had run into the bathroom. Now, I had no idea what they were doing, so I ran into. I walk in, and there's sharpened pencils flying everywhere. The school gets pretty wild. Kids would literally run into the boys' bathroom just to clog the toilets. I feel really bad for the janitor. Okay, so one final story right before I go. Okay, so this one actually happened really recently, and everyone that was there, you know what happened. So it was the end of the day, and we're all sitting in class, 7th period, kind of boring, waiting to go home. And I wanted to test a theory that I had. Every time since the first day of school that I would walk into the other teacher's room at 7th period, he would look at me from across the room and be like, "Go to your classroom." And you know that saying that's teachers have eyes in the back of their head? This dude probably did. So it's 7th period, and we're all sitting in class, waiting to be picked up, and I walk outside of the classroom. So there's this group of people outside in the hallway, and I'm like, "Hey, I have a theory about your teacher." And they're like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm willing to bet that if I put a foot into your classroom, less than 3 seconds later, your teacher will look up from his computer and say, 'Go back to your classroom.'" And they're like, "No, that'll never happen." I put my foot in the door, and I kid you not, less than a second and a half later, their teacher looks up dead at me, in the eyes, and goes, "What are you doing in my classroom?" And I turn around, and I'm like, "See, I told you guys." And they were, flabbergasted. I don't know if people still say that. Do people still say, flabbergasted? I don't know if that's a thing. Anyway, guys, that's all the time I have, so I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.